Are we ready?
Playing beautiful melodies, telling terrible stories, creating a whole new radio experience for you. Where all worlds fail, the music speaks. We dare you to join us tonight.
This series all started with two best friends from France who loved the game of football. And today, it's all coming to an end. Danny Martins and JJ Williams have both had phenomenal careers. Danny Martins, I'm sure, will go on to play many more years, but for JJ Williams, for myself, it's time for all of this to end. It's time to officially walk away from the game that I love, the game that I played for my entire life. This is the last episode of the FIFA 19 My Player Career Mode. Today, we'll either go out a champion and a French legend by winning the World Cup, or it will end in shambles. Find out what will happen in the final episode of the My Player Career Mode. The group stages are officially over, and it's time to give you guys a look at the teams that are going to be advancing out of each group. Group A, of course, France and Venezuela. Group B, Germany and Uruguay. Uruguay's the team we're going to be facing in the round of 16. And Group C, England and Colombia making it through. Group D, Brazil and the Czech Republic. Group B, Spain and Cameroon. Group F, Norway and the Netherlands. Group G, Italy and South Africa. Group H, the Ivory Coast and Belgium. Argentina not making it through. And here are the matchups for the round of 16. Hopefully, some of your guys' countries have made it thus far. A lot of people shocked that India qualified for the World Cup. A lot of you guys from India in the comment section watching this video, shout out to you guys. Let's get into it. The round of 16, 3 full games left to be played. That's if we win before the World Cup final. And we're going to get through these 3 games, hopefully 3 games, very, very quickly to find out if we will have qualified for the World Cup final. And if we do, which team will be playing. Let's get into the first game, the round of 16 matchup. Here we go. Starting 11s for both sides. You're not going to see them, but I'm sure you guys are going to recognize all the faces out there. The main two, of course, JJ Williams at cam and Danny Martins at the striker position. This action right here is going to start in the 63rd minute, where it's Danny Martins getting himself the first goal of this game, and it comes at no better time late on into this second half, and that is what we like to see. We're hoping we're going to be able to maintain this lead and walk away with a win in game number 1. Here we go, 72nd minute, just a few moments later, it's JJ Williams getting one. The best friends at it again. We're taking over this World Cup. We're taking the USA, Canada, and Mexico by storm, as that's where this World Cup is taking place. And in this first round of 16 game, we're walking away with the win. We're moving on to the quarterfinals of this competition. into game number 2 we go. France against Colombia. That is who we drew up against in this next game. As you guys can see, we're going rapid fire through these remaining games until hopefully we reach the final. Let's go. Game number 2. Can we continue this streak? We've yet to lose a game in the World Cup. Taking a look at some of the teams who are advancing to the next round of this competition. A lot of surprises there and a lot of big teams remaining. Norway making it through, the Ivory Coast making it through. Very interesting. And look at this, boys. Danny Martins breaking through for us in the 6th minute. Some early goals would be scored in this game. The first coming to Danny Martins. The second coming to who else but Mbappe. This World Cup has literally been dominated by myself, by Danny Martins, and by this man right here. You know him all too well. Mbappe. Can we go ahead, boys, and win this one? Colombia would be putting up a fight, getting a goal, getting this one back to only a 1-goal lead for France. But hey, that 1-goal lead would be all that we would need, as we're going to go on to win this game by a score of 3-1. Yet another goal for the man himself, Mbappe. France going to be moving on to the next round of this competition. That was incredible stuff by Mbappe. We saw him do it in real life in the 2018 World Cup. And hey, we're here 8 years later, 2026. He's doing it yet again. This is it. The semi-final matchup. Winner will be moving on to the World Cup final, where 2 teams await, either Germany or the Ivory Coast. Interesting teams remaining. Who will advance? We are about to find out. Let's get into this one right here. Italy is not a team to be taken lightly as they go ahead and score the first goal. If we lose this one, our career is coming to an end, and it'll be coming to an end very, very quickly. This will be it. We cannot afford to lose. We got plenty of time left to play. Who knows, boys? Maybe the rest of the 10 minutes in this episode is just a black screen. I'm just doing it to throw you guys off. Will this be the final game? I'm telling you one thing. We're not letting that happen. We equalize in the 24th minute of action. What a goal right here, guys. Breaking through. And who is this? It's Thomas Lemar. His first goal. Maybe of this World Cup. Is that his first goal? At least of the episode. And we wouldn't be done there. Another one for JJ Williams. The 60th goal of my career. You would have thought we would have scored a lot more than that in our career. But no. 60 goals is it so far. And with that, France will be marching on to play in a World Cup final. Will we be able to go out as a French legend by winning the biggest competition in all of sports, the FIFA World Cup? The final is coming up next. France against, you guessed it, Germany. Here we go. The final is here. I made sure to get a full night's rest. Today, not only is the biggest game of my career, it's the final game of our career. 46 total episodes in this series, and all of it comes down to one final game. One game that will decide my career. No matter what I end up doing, people will always remember me from this World Cup, so we need to win it. On our way to the stadium, I was alone in thought, reminiscing about all the other great moments in my career, winning the Euros, one of the main ones, in so many other competitions, the Premier League, the FA Cup, although we didn't win it. We advanced far, La Liga, the Copa de España, the Champions League, another competition that we never ended up winning, but we competed in many a times. The Europa League, I've got to compete in so many amazing competitions with so many great teams. I got to meet so many incredible players along the way. It's just hard to believe. All of this is coming to an end today. I'm having to give up the game that I love, the game that I know, and it's sad, but it's also what I want. I can't complain. This is where I want to go out, but I want to go out a winner. So without further ado, it's Germany against France. The final is here. What will become of JJ Williams in this French team? This is it. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the final game of this series. The end of the FIFA 19 My Player Career Mode. Here it is, boys. Let's get into this match. It's all come down to this. The two best teams in the world remaining in this competition. Leading the way for France, it's Danny Martins and JJ Williams. Leading the way for Germany, it's Leroy Sané, their highest rated player at this point in the career mode. And they got a bunch of other youngsters as well. Two very talented teams going at it. Put your score predictions down below in the comment section. Although this is such a nerve-wracking moment, I don't really feel any nerves right now. I'm ready for this game. I'm ready for it to be my last game, and I'm also ready to get a win. Here we go into this game right here, boys. The last game of the My Player career mode, the last game of the series. And I've said it so many times, I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing it, but I'm trying to make it as dramatic as possible. Let's go, boys, into this one where not too much is going on. It's been a rather boring World Cup final. You've seen two great defenses going at it. Both teams making a lot of stops, and right here, this will be the final chance of the half. Germany nearly getting themselves a goal, but it's got to be a save by our keeper, Lafont. The first half comes to an end, and all the fans in attendance for this one, well, they don't really know what to make of this game so far. No action going on whatsoever. We need to grab that game-winning goal here in this second half. I do not want to go through extra time again. We did it a few episodes back at the Copa del Rey final. I can't do that to myself, boys. It's just, it's so freaking miserable to go through because you could lose just like that in the snap of a finger with one goal, and penalties are even worse. It's just so nerve-wracking. I can't do it. We need to win it right here. Only a few minutes remaining in this half. That could have nearly been a phenomenal goal from Danny Martins, and then myself, JJ Williams, going at it with the volley. Another miss. Holy crap, this second half full of action, but still no goal being scored yet. Here for Germany, they're trying to get one desperately at the closing stages of this half, and that's how things would end. In regulation, the final score, boys, 0-0 right here. Now it's time to head into extra time and potentially penalties. This is where my career comes to a close. Only 30 minutes remain. Here we go. Everyone out on the pitch right now is tired. They're using their last bits of energy, but in the World Cup final, none of that matters. Everyone's ready to go. Let's do it. Can we go ahead and get that game winner? As y'all know, in 2014, Germany was able to win the World Cup final in extra time against Argentina. Leroy Sané nearly getting that game-winning goal right there. 107th minute, a chance for JJ Williams. We're taking the shot, and it hits off the crossbar. You've got to be kidding me. After this, in to the 111th minute, where a game-winning goal would potentially be scored. Would it be JJ or Danny Martins?
Maybe you should take it slow.
Does it, the goal that will win France the World Cup. JJ Williams was fouled inside the box, but it didn't matter. It could have been a penalty or a free kick. Danny Martins just decides to clean that bad boy up. The goal that's gonna do it for France. My career comes to an end, and even though we didn't score in this final, it was our best friend Danny Martins who got the game winner, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Down goes Germany, up goes France. It is another World Cup championship for this French side. What a way to do it. Boys, we will go down as a French legend. The career of JJ Williams may be coming to an end in this episode, but he will be remembered by many for years and years to come. What a match it was. What a career it was. My final minutes of the game of football have been played, and there's only one thing left to do on this football pitch right here, right now, and it's to raise that World Cup trophy. Hats off to JJ Williams. What a career it was.
I'm so in love with you.
That's it. Things have died down. My career's over, and it's now time to talk it through with my family. Whether or not to continue as a manager, or just end it all right here, right now. If I do end it, I could come back in a few years and manage. But I don't know, man. I don't know if that's what I want to do right now. There's so many other opportunities awaiting for me in life. I want to continue with this game. What should I do? I had a deep conversation with my family. We explored every single option, and I've come to a conclusion, boys. I've come to a conclusion that will suit my family and myself the best. This is what we want, and this is where I'm going to go from here. And I'm sorry to say that this might not be the answer you guys were wanting to hear. I've decided to end it. I may end up coming back as a manager a few years down the road, but for now, I think I'm done. I've accomplished everything on the pitch. It's time to take my time and take my talents elsewhere. Guys, this is it. The final time you'll see this face. What a career it was for JJ Williams. Thank you for the support on this series. I hope you guys enjoyed it. What a career it was, and now there's only one thing left to do. Retire from the game that we love. What a career from JJ Williams.
Until you find your way back home.
Remember, boys, leave your comments down below with the my player you want to see from us next. Name, nationality, starting team, position. Leave it down below in the comments. New series coming soon. Thank you for the incredible support on this series. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the final episode, and we'll see you soon for the new my player. It's coming.